Hello everyone, my name is Zach and welcome to On Cashflow, where I help you become a master of your own cash flow. Now let's get started. You're about to learn where my net worth is. How much do I have here, over here, up there, down there? Where is my wealth at? So you're about to learn that. I'm about to expose my own where my net worth is situated. But before we go on to that, I need to discuss what I count as net worth, because many of us have different things what we count towards our net worth. Some of us only count things that have numbers attached to them. Some of us count our house, our cars, our boats, maybe our baseball collection. I don't know. So some of us count our net worth differently. I have to go ahead and talk about what I am going to count in my net worth today. First things first, I'm going to count my cash. Anything that's like in a checking account, in a savings account, or whatever similar money market account or something like that. So I got to count my cash. And then the second thing, I'm going to have to count my paper investments. So this could be anything, for me, it's going to be my index funds, but this could be like index funds, stocks, bonds, maybe REITs, or something like that. Anything that's, on paper, but it's physically actually not on paper, but we call it paper investments. I don't have any papers, so it's all digital. They're all just numbers on the screen for me, zeros and ones. The paper investments, I'm gonna have to count that. And then I'm gonna actually include my home value in here, because I used to think that maybe you shouldn't include your home value. Now I think you shouldn't include your home value for when you're determining financial independence number, like what net worth you need for the 4% rule. Don't include your home value in that, but you actually do include it in your net worth because it actually is worth something. So I'm gonna use the Zillow median estimated value for my home, and it's gonna be easy for me since I do not have a mortgage on my home. Therefore it is owned free and clear, as they like to say. I include the value of that. Whatever Zillow says, that's what I'm gonna include. And then the same thing, I'm going to actually include my vehicle. I used to not include my vehicle, but then I was like, I want my net worth to grow, so I'm gonna include my vehicle. No, okay, so seriously, yeah, I am gonna include the median value of my vehicle. Whatever Kelley Blue Book says the private party value is for the median value, because that's what I would do if I was going to sell my car. I would sell it to a private party. I wouldn't trade it in at a dealership. That is what the median value that I'm going to use. So we have cash, we have paper investments, my house, and my car. And that's the only thing I'm going to include for my net worth. I'm not going to include this nice little plant that I use in all my videos, even though I paid $11.98 for it. Okay, so I have a sticker on the bottom to prove it. I'm not going to include that though. How much do you think I can get for it? One thing I do like to also include in my net worth that I forgot to mention is the number of likes on the videos. So if you're liking this video so far, please make sure you like the video. It really does help me out, and I really do appreciate that. And then I can add it into my net worth. Just add the number of likes I have. I value them at about maybe $100 each like. So go ahead and hit that like button if you're enjoying the video. But really, let's get on to calculating it. Let me show you how to calculate your net worth really quickly. It's pretty simple. I think we should all agree on this. The value of what you own minus the value of what you owe, okay? And luckily for me, I don't have any debts. Well, I do spend all my money on credit cards, but I pay them off every month, so I don't really count that. It's not really a debt. We do have the value of what you own minus the value of what you owe. And so that's going to be more commonly assets minus liabilities. And the only reason we're going to do that is because it's very unlikely that you're going to be able to accurately value every single thing that you own. Okay, so that's why I'm only using what I mentioned before, like a few different things. So only the most valuable things for me. But now let's get down to it. Where is my net worth located? And keep in mind that net worth is just a small, like how you say, screenshot in time, just one point in time. Net worth, especially if you're investing, it's going to change, every single day, every single hour possibly. So just keep that in mind that my net worth could change by the time I make this video. But this is how it is right at this moment when I'm making this video. But actually, no, not right at this moment, because I made this outline for it a few days ago and now I'm filming it. So my net worth has already changed. So it's already different. But that's besides the point. The first thing is cash. How much money do I have in cash? I keep a very low amount of money in cash because I see cash as something that can be whittled away and wasted. So I like to keep as much money as I can invested within reason. So right now I have $5,842 in cash. That represents 0.76% of my current net worth. The next thing we have, and we're going to be going from smallest to biggest, is my car, the value of my car. My 2011 Toyota Prius is worth $8,277 according to Kelley Blue Book. That is the median value if you put it as in good condition. All right, you could put good, excellent, bad, terrible, broken. So in good condition it is worth $8,277, and that represents 1.08% of my net worth. Next up, we have the value of my house. And the value of my house, according to Zillow, it's a pretty cheap house, so keep that in mind, is $134,900. It's crazy to think about that because like a year ago, it was like $25,000 less than that, but $134,000, $134,900, and that is 17.53% of my net worth. And lastly, we have the paper investments, which for me is 100% in index funds, actually stock index funds, that is $620,459. That at 80.63% of my net worth. And if you add all of those numbers together, you're going to get 100%. And if you add all of that net worth together, you're going to get, I don't know, I didn't write the number down, but I'll put it up on the screen for you. So that is my net worth exposed. That is where I have my money at currently. And that leads me to a question for you. Where do you have your net worth at? What does your current net worth look like? You can put it down just in percentages if you want to. Like, do you have a lot more money in cash than I do? Probably, since I have less than 1% in cash. Is your vehicle worth a lot more than mine? Maybe, probably again too, because I have a very, an older model vehicle that's very cheap, but very reliable. And so that is about 1% of my net worth. But as you can see, the vast majority of my net worth is just invested in index funds, because that is what I believe in. That is my investment philosophy. And I want to know about yours as well in the comments below. So please let me know in the comments below approximately where your net worth is located. And then when you're done leaving that comment below, I want you to check out an investment platform that I have a majority of my money invested in, and that is M1 Finance. So M1 Finance, if you haven't heard about it before, M1 Finance is a really cool investment platform where you can pretty much automate all of your investments. And I've actually switched the vast majority of my investments over from Fidelity to M1 Finance, and that's just because I really like the platform and the way it operates. Everything is so automatic, very user friendly, and it has a lot less, a lot less noise than like the traditional brokers where they just have, all the graphs and all the screens and everything just right there. And it's actually just very, not confusing, but it's very just crowding in your brain. So I really like the minimalist design of M1 Finance. Obviously all the automated tools that they have on there. So I want you to check out M1 Finance. Just go to oncashflow.com/resources, and on that page you're going to see my link to M1 Finance. It is a referral, which means that if you do open up an account and you deposit a certain amount of money, both of us could get a bonus from that. It ranges anywhere from like $30 to $50, just depending on the month. But really, the bonus is just a little bit of extra. The main thing that you want out of there is the great automation tools and a simple layout that M1 Finance has. So I'd really appreciate that if you check that out, because it really does help out the channel. Now, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Zach from oncashflow.com, and I hope to see you next time.